morning, my name's James Hughes, Chief Market Analyst here at Scope Markets, and this is your daily briefing on Thursday, the 4th of June. Markets across Europe and in the US look set for a fairly subdued start to trading on Thursday after bumper gains at the start of the week across the board. Rallies have continued as investors choose to focus on the reopening of the US economy rather than the unrest in many US cities, as Donald Trump's handling of both the protests and the pandemic are widely criticised. Wednesday's session saw investors bet on the fact that the worst of the economic crisis may be over after better than expected economic data. The ADP payroll showed that 2.7 million lost their jobs in the private sector last month, but the reading was much better than the 9 million that was expected. There was also a pickup in PMIs as the ISM non-manufacturing reading showed a healthy jump, better than expectations. Thursday will see the focus turn back to Europe as the ECB announced their interest rate decision and monetary policy decisions. It is expected that European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde will opt to increase the pandemic emergency purchase programme, which was initially set at 750 billion euros back in March. Lagarde will not need to do much to garner support for an increase, as predictions for economic growth and inflation remain particularly gloomy for the Eurozone. The risk of deflation is a massive issue, which is why the ECB have consistently stated that more stimulus needs to come from governments across Europe. In the meeting minutes from April's meeting, the risk of deflation was mentioned on numerous occasions. The Euro will be watching today's meeting closely, as the ECB will likely look to increase stimulus at the same time as sending a warning that the lack of action from Eurozone governments risks the fragmentation of the Euro area. Thursday will see a continuation of the jobs theme in the US for this week as the all-important weekly jobless claims are released. Expectations are for a further 1.8 million Americans to have sought unemployment benefit this week. Although bad, this figure is way off the drastic readings at the height of the pandemic. The better-than-expected data, however, only shows that the picture may finally be hitting its peak and doesn't give any indication as to how the US government plans to get the over 40 million Americans back into employment.